welcome to possibly a weekend video, I really don't know yet. And this video will basically be, I'll watch the EA E3 press conference and kind of drop my thoughts into this video. Sort of, kind of. I really don't know what this video is. Best thing I can probably say about it is that it could be practice for what I'll do for the Bethesda E3. You know, the one I actually give a fuck about. So yeah, let's get to all the sports games and maybe something I care about. You know what's sad? That the big selling point, or at least a big selling point, of Battlefield 5 is that it doesn't have loot boxes or gameplay affecting microtransactions. They got applause for announcing that. It's like me asking for a standing ovation if I don't cut off your legs. It is not a good thing for your game not to have loot boxes. It is not a bad thing. Not using every known mind game, every known trick to get more money out of you, not using those, isn't a good thing. It's fucking human decency. If you think it's a positive thing that they don't put microtransactions and that they don't put loot boxes in, oh and by the way, yeah, it will have microtransactions, it's just cosmetic. Well, if it's just cosmetic, then why have them? If they're not part of the game, then why would you spend money on them? If they are worthless, they wouldn't ask for money for them, would they? No, of course not. They are getting applauded for not cutting off your leg. Don't see it as a good thing. See it as fucking normal. That store down the road doesn't use every single mind game to trick you out of more money. Sure, they use some mind games, like for instance putting the prices with the highest price, the product with the highest price, on eye level. Of course they do stuff like that, but they don't actively, or at least, well, they also do it, but to a lesser degree. It's not personalized. Seriously, just not having loot boxes isn't a good thing. Not having loot boxes is fucking basic human decency. I am so fucking disappointed at the people in that room. And of course it also has Battle Royale, because, well, we all saw it coming. This E3 will have tons of games, tons of... just everything will be fucking Battle Royale. Of course I'm not interested in Battlefield, because, well, it's PvP with... I don't think it has anything to offer for a person that doesn't enjoy killing players. It won't have a rich story campaign, it won't have anything to fucking care about. But still, just applause for not having loot boxes. If you applause not having loot boxes, you need to applause me for not cutting off your legs. Disappointing. Sports. Skip. EA Access. They want to stop the restriction of a subscription-based system to just the PlayStation and the Xbox and the fucking Switch. Now it will also be on PC. And it will be the first time that the sports games go back to PC. Why would anyone care? People who like those games will obviously have the console that runs them. If they don't care about them, well then they can still just be on PC, but then they don't care about it. Yeah, you'll get access to all the EA games. Of how many of those do you care? Now this actually might it might actually be a good thing. It might be just a good movement forward. A movement forward where great games are made and you need to be subscribed to play them. This would be a great system because it would allow... Well, if it works, then you no longer have to monetize games themselves, therefore getting rid of all the fucking microtransactions. I wonder if that is what they are trying to do, especially from fucking EA. Do you think they really want to do this for the betterment of games? Or do you think it's much more likely that they do this for the betterment of their profit? Yeah, their fucking corpus. Of course this is for fucking profit. It might have a future, but I won't be one of the frontrunners. I can tell you that much for free. Yes, I'm skeptical. Welcome to my channel. And of course then there is the point of, so they're going to bring things to PC. How good will those ports be? Remind me of that last Arkham game. I don't trust it. I don't trust EA, and I don't trust that they'll do anything good. Prove me wrong, please. I highly doubt that you will. Something Star Wars. What Star Wars? We don't know. What genre? We don't know. How will it play? We don't know. What's the platform? We don't know. You know what we know? We know that it's set between episode 3 and 4. And we know the title that I forgot because it's utterly generic. Yeah, why would I care? Is that going to be the theme of this press conference? Why would I care? Because so far I haven't found a single reason to care. You're one of the biggest game publishers in the world. I think you would come up with a reason to care. Oh yeah, Battlefield 2 is still a thing. It isn't... There's more to it than just the loot boxes. Well, not really, because that's basically what the entire game was built around, but... Well, you still have a shell. And some people are still playing that shell for some reason. Don't care. That really is going to be the fucking theme of this bloody press conference, isn't it? 25 minutes in, not a single thing to care about. Come on! Unravel 2. It looks like a very cute platformer game. Of course, I'm personally not a fan of that it's co-op focused. Because I'm a lonely idiot who likes to play games on his own. So, I mean, I know it has mechanics that work for one player, but it's just kind of not really the same, is it? And a faster focus, I mean, it can work, but if the original game was designed more about, well, slower, because this one is apparently faster, then I don't know how well that will translate. But I'll give you this, EA. This is much more... I might care about this. Currently I don't really, but there is a possibility that I can care about this. Of course it helps that the maker and the announcer seem to actually care about this game. It had a soul, and this game looks like it has a soul. And honestly, that's something that's so far been completely missing. So yeah, congratulations EA. It took you only half an hour to come up with a single game that I can care about. Well done. Sea of Solitude. SOS. Now you have my attention. An explorer type of game, I think. That's kind of what it looks like. With a very deep, very psychological subtext. Now you got my attention. Now you finally have something that I want to play. that's the type of thing that I love sinking my teeth into, that I love thinking about, that I love have it haunting my mind for weeks to months. This is why I play games. I mean, I love just the fun of something like Warframe, of course, but Sea of Solitude, that seems to be one of those games that just signifies to me, this is what games can do. This is why games are so fucking awesome. Just make you feel feelings, make you experience feelings that you might not understand. You can't understand them, but you can feel them. You can experience them, you can, I don't know, live them. Am I talking this up too big? Probably, but it really looks like the stuff that I love. Congratulations, you have got a game that right now looks like it's a almost must play. If it comes out on PC, I have to play it. One point I do want to make, you have to make the trailer immediately skip into a fucking sports game again. Fuck off. Skip. A short match RTS on mobile phones. RTS, where twitch reflexes are very important on a competitive level. Short game mode where generally twitch reflexes are very important in. Combine the two, suddenly twitch reflexes will be incredibly important on every level you play at. On a mobile phone, where precision doesn't fucking exist. Yeah, that sounds like a smart combination. And of course the very simple trick of, let's divide our audience into two groups. The left side blue and the right side red. The right side red. So they will automatically side with one side. It's a simple basic trick. It's lazy. Skip. Anthem. First part, it likes to steal the aesthetic of Warframe largely, it seems like. Except that Warframe is completely free and is made by a team that took out gambling from their game because they didn't want that in their game. And the other, if I'm not mistaken, will have an entrance fee with a publisher that is very well known for taking as much money from their customers as they possibly can. I'm not convinced this has a reason to exist. So, shared, basically mission area, and solo hub. Well, not really a hub then, is it? Solo single player mission delivery area. You know what that means? It means that the missions you go on, the things you kill, all that type of stuff, isn't part of the story. You're not trying to tell a deep and interesting story with the combat and all that kind of stuff. That's not how you tell a good story. A good story isn't told by basically having something meaningful happen, and then the main character goes out there and kills a bunch of stuff which is completely meaningless. That's not how you write stories. If you want to know how basic this is, this was something that worked very well, that I did very well in my Adriana playthrough in Skyrim. I didn't even speak proper English back then, and to me, story and gameplay were intertwined. If your writer can't figure this out, then you have a shit writer. If your writer has figured it out, which I think is the case, but you just make him say this bullshit, well then you're a shit company. Which one is it? Is the company incompetent or just its writer? these javelins just look like, well, basically characters in any other game. Just, they look like classes, or a very good comparison would be warframes. They just look like bloody warframes. Hey, one that's up close and personal, one that's for much more heavy weapons. Okay, we don't really have a heavy weapons dude in Warframe. We have more tanky dudes in Warframe, and we have more nimble dudes in Warframe. And yeah, it just looks like, hey look, we like the look of Warframe. Can we copy that and make money off it? I mean, maybe they have some interesting, unique ideas, but well, it just looks like bloody Warframe. Is there any reason why a Warframe player would be interested? I mean, it would be new stuff, but then again, the Sacrifice is going to drop soon, TennoCon will be soon enough, and then after TennoCon we'll just get slightly more regular updates and stuff like that. I don't see a reason why Anthem needs to exist in a world that already has Warframe. Show me one, I would love to see it. The gameplay, it looks extremely slow. What it looks like is very slow Warframe with, well, only the most boring of powers and Arcwing and Sharkwing available to you at any time. Now that would be kind of unique, you know, the ability to reposition at any time. You know, if Warframe didn't have the ability of stupidly ridiculous parkour, which allows you to get basically everywhere you want. And if you didn't have a couple of frames that just allow you to get anywhere you want in seconds, like Zephyr or Volt or Titania. Oh yeah, Titania, she just also completely wrecks any reason for this game. I mean, it has good music, but well, it can help a game, definitely. But it can't help a long time game. A long time game doesn't become good because of good music. A short experience can become good due to good music. A short game can be carried by the music, by using the music in amazing ways. You can't do that for a long game. I mean, the mission directives seem cool. They of course also take the most interesting mission, because if they didn't, well, they're idiots. And these mission directives will become very annoying very soon. Something minimalistic like, hey, Warframe again, just means that you can play it for long without getting completely and utterly annoyed with it. And even then, people still get annoyed with it. Anthem, you don't have a point in a world with Warframe. So, the EA press conference. It managed to have one game I care about. Sea of Solitude. Which basically means that they publish a game by an indie dev. That's a contradiction, isn't it? But yeah, they got themselves a studio and they'll publish their games, which these days really isn't that hard because fucking online. You just download it. It's really publishing these days. They bring some attention to it. And that's of course appreciated. I mean, I didn't know of it and now I really want to play it. Okay, great. That was like 3, maybe 5 minutes of a 1 hour and 20 minute show. They brought one game I care about and one other game that I could care about, but don't really. And all the others, I see no reason to care about them. Yeah, this press conference was bloody useless. I mean, maybe to some people it wasn't, but well, to me it was bloody useless. And I don't think I'm that much of an anomaly within gaming. Yes, I like single player games. And I don't enjoy player versus player or even PvE most of the time. I am not unique in this. Just EA really does not care about, well, anybody who isn't a whale basically. If you aren't a whale, they don't care. Single player gamers, yeah, there's a lot of them, but none of them will fill the role of whale. Therefore, well, fuck us, I guess. So yeah, Sea of Solitude, early 2019, yeah, that's something that I would want. I do not see any reason to care about the rest. So yeah, EA, hugely disappointing. Let's hope the rest of E3 is slightly better. This has been Phoenix, saying farewell. I really need to get back to work now.